Hello, my Star Atlas friends. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. We're going to be talking about Star Atlas and the big town hall they just had, my friend. Now, I'm going to be honest, I watched the whole thing, but I have work very soon, so I got to make sure I get this video out really quickly. So I'm going to be using two sources to help me, and I'm going to link them down below so you can go ahead and read them yourself. This is provided by the Star Atlas team themselves, as well as Athia Industries, Funcracker. Luckily, he did link it to me, so I was able to see it beforehand. But this is really cool stuff. They've announced a whole bunch of stuff, right? And it's actually hard to put it all into a 20-minute video. So I'm going to do my best. We're going to do my best, and we're going to look at all of them. I'm going to skim through both articles, and then we'll go from there. That's it, guys, my friends. Make sure you leave me a like and subscribe. I'm so close to reaching 9,000 subscribers, so I'm very much hoping you guys can help me get there. I don't usually ask people to like and subscribe, but look at that. I'm only about 70, 80 people off 9,000 subscribers. So please. I'm so close, my friends. All right, let's go and see what the town hall recap looks like from the team. We have the town hall from the team themselves, right? The town hall recap, and we have the Athia. I've already highlighted some stuff. Town hall recap. Luckily, thanks for Funcracker. I was probably furiously typing it as we were going along. So let's go and see what the big things are. And I'm going to gloss over some of the small items, but I'm going to be talking about some of the bigger items. And this isn't the only time I'll talk about them. I'll keep going as things go along. So let's start first off with making sure music is running. Very good. Now, the crew packs are one of the biggest things they did announce, okay? The crew packs are coming. They are still coming, yes. And we saw this really bloody awesome... If that's the opening animation, that's pretty cool. At least for Usta, alright? Right, now, I hope that's the animation for the Usta. They have animation for Oni, animation for Mud. That's what I would really hope. If that is it, that's pretty cool. And then your guy with its specific characteristics rolls up right in front of you. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. So, what are crew packs? Of course, they say they are the lifeblood of Star Atlas. People would say it would be the ships, it would be the community. Hard to argue what that is, right? So each crew pack contains 5 characters, each with unique art, story, background, all AI generated. Plus, there's a wide range of species you could potentially pull, which leads into one of our sneak peeks for crew. So here's a look at some of the crew packs, and this actually looks like oh no, I was gonna say it's the Mud CSS, but it's not. So that looks cool. That's the Miris. That's a Mud person. Now that image does not look real at all. This one looks like it's actually from the game. This one looks like it's rendered, right? That's definitely not modeled. That's definitely not rendered at all. This is rendered. You can see the difference, right? You can see the difference between what looks like concept art and what isn't concept art. That doesn't look like... maybe it is. Who the hell... What do I know? What do I know? What do you think? You can see the detail, right? You can see the detail. Anyway, we have another... I forgot. Songbium? No, this is the Songbium, I think. Yeah. There's a small one there. He's got a... You notice his leg is robotic. And then we've got a Tufa. Now, the Tufa and the Futali are very rare, right? Tufa and Futali, very rare. I think Tufa would be a really good PFP. I would be aiming for a Tufa if I can afford one, right? They look really good. And of course, we have the Usta here as well. And different colors. Now, so that's that. That's the crew pack sneak peek. Let's go to faction leaders. This is an incentive that they've put in for people to go out and buy all the crew packs and try and aim for the most rare one, or at least try and keep the most rare one so they don't go on market. It's part of marketing. Make sure everything gets more higher and higher, propped up, make people want to keep something instead of listed on the market, right? So surprise, another announcement we made during the town hall was the inclusion of faction leader crew cards that come with special perks. So there's normal crew card, and then there's faction leader crew cards. They've put a bit of extra stuff in here that I think is worthy to know, but it won't be applicable to a lot of people, okay? It won't be applicable to 90% of people because, and we're gonna go through why. So every year, 3 faction leaders will be randomly distributed to eligible wallets. What's an eligible wallet? Your wallets must hold 1 common, 1 uncommon, 1 rare, 1 epic, and 1 legendary crew card. That's why I'm saying it won't be for 95% of the people in Star Atlas, because you have to have a legendary crew card, which is a 0.00001% chance of happening, right? And if you have like 3 extra small ships, you're not getting a legendary crew card, okay? Yes, the probabilities are there, but absolutely not happening. If you're one of the lucky 3 to win a faction crew card, you'll receive a one-on-one large ship, which is this ship here, which looks pretty cool, I would say. We don't know what kind of ship it is. It looks definitely like a, not an Ogrica. Maybe it looks like a one of those Punab ships. That's like a Calico ship, I think. You receive a one-of-one large ship with tier 5 components, full access to a one-of-one tier 5 faction leader habitat, and more that you can read about in the above image. And this is the above image. They give you a few extra things we should go over. I don't know if we should go through all of this, but you feel free to pause here as you go and read. So distributed randomly to legible wallets. This is the eligibility. Composed of the card set must be composed of the faction's species. So wait, does that mean you also have to have a legendary, a common, uncommon in one specific species? Oh my god. For example, if all of a set are human, then Mud Leader can be awarded. Ah, I see. Of course, that makes sense. Only for aliens and Uster for Uster. Multiple sets in a wallet will be counted as multiple chances to earn a faction leader. So yeah, it really depends on the legendary. Your legendary is what you should be going for that faction leader, if you decide to go for faction leader. Once a wallet owns a faction leader, it's permanent, it is permanent, but can be sold as any other asset. Ooh. Okay. Faction leader term lasts for 1 year, starting at first distribution. Available faction leader card holding water for length of perm. Here's the ship perks. Here the structural perks of it. But yeah, very interesting. Little small bonus they've put in there. Yeah, sure, no problem. We'll have some fun with it. When crew packs? Very, very soon. Okay, stay tuned. They're not coming sooner than you think. Now, there's other updates as well. Roadmap updates and sneak peeks. Of course, they said they're going to adjust the roadmap. That's coming later on, like next Tuesday or something. So I'll make sure I do a video to see what the newest roadmap releases are for you guys. Changing the release schedules because the team have also kind of rejigged what's going first. So now there's no R2.2. It's going to be preseason, and then it's going to be season 0, then season 1. Yeah. The preseason release will be our last closed access release. We'll need your help to make sure the staratlas universe is ready for more players shortly after Breakpoint, okay? What was called 2.2 is now being called pre-release. With the same name change comes different set of features you can expect. First is Project Galia. This is an experimental mode. This is one of the better things that I saw coming out. It was pretty incredible. It's a 7-minute video. We're not going to watch the whole thing, right? But you can definitely see some new changes and some new work. First off, this is a new space. It's the only CSS, but they've done some work to it. Now, what happens is he goes into the ship and then he leaves the actual space station, as you can see here, right? Or leaves the actual CSS hab, sorry. And then you can see him actually going out into space, okay? And he's going to do that very soon here. So he's out into space now. Hopefully you can still hear me. So you go to a planet that kind of looks like Earth. And then you go to your wormhole. Worm gate. Gates. I forget what gate it was called, sorry. Now, what I did love, what I saw before, is you go from meters per second. You see he's 166 meters per second. And then you'll see now it's mm per second. It's really fast now. Look how fast it is. So I think this is literally him warping in the map, okay? Wow, look how fast he approaches the planet. Even though when he approaches, you go really fast and you go really close. Of course, it takes a while to load. So you'll see the whole image is going to change. You see that? You see that? That was a whole change. So it loaded the outside view from the galaxy's view, and then when you're on the planet, it loads the planet's view. Now, what's very interesting about this is that this guy was working on it by himself. You see it changed there, right again there. All the colors, everything's different. So what he's actually done is he's put in local markets, just very brief, superficial kind of configuration of this. You can see this is Alcatraz prison. He's going to go and sell some commodities, refuel. You can do all of that here on this specific station. Obviously, you have to have stuff in that station for you to be able to do that. He's going to go buy some diamonds. He's going to buy 1.8k diamonds, 2k, and then he just presses it. And he said, if I have it right, this is off-chain. This is off-chain at the moment. It's not on-chain. It takes some work to get this on-chain, okay? Now you can see there's a bunch of other stuff in here. I really love it. The 7-minute video, I'm going to be focusing on this more. I'm going to do a bigger video on this. My favorite is when he went to attack the asteroid. So you can see here, he's going around the asteroid. You don't see anything, but you see there's a tiny entrance there, and you get too close, the turrets will start attacking you. Look at the turrets. See that? I love it. I love it. After you attack all the turrets, you decide to go inside. You go drop your ship in. There we go. Going in. And now the fun stuff starts. Look at that. You start raiding this cave. You start raiding this port, this place. Now this is what makes me really super excited about this, guys, is the possibilities that it opens up. Okay, I always keep saying, like, I'm a PvE person. I'm not a PvP person. But this could easily be another Dax little hideout that you're going to raid, okay? A pirating thing, okay? Pirates can come and store their booty here, and you can come and raid the pirates. Or, for example, some Tufa could be in here, and you're coming to raid them, for example. Or, you know, either lots of different game modes. Capture the flag, find the leader, kill the boss, you know, all this sort of stuff. All this sort of stuff. It's here. It's here. They just need to make it, okay? They just need to put it there. So that's what makes me super excited. All right, but let's move on. Oh, I highlighted everything. No, that can't work. Let's refresh that. Sorry, I've got a little highlighter thing on my computer. Anyway, we're up to 11 minutes and we haven't even gone halfway through of this. So let's keep going. So that's that. Fleet Command is the next thing. Okay, Staratlas will be a RTS real-time shooter game, as well as on the ground in third person. As a player, the plan is for you to be able to click a button and go from your location in third person to your exact same location in the RTS view. So of course, this is Fleet Command. If you haven't seen it, it's been out for a while. Not it's been out, but we've had information on this. Basically, it's deprecating the Sage Labs, which is the online browser game, putting it all into UE5. You've probably seen this if you've been in Staratlas for a while. And that's basically what it looks like. And what they're aiming is, you're on this view as you're managing your entire fleet, and then you scroll in, and then you go to your individual person on your ship, okay? Now, hopefully they'll figure out what ship that is, because your fleet is made up of multiple ships, but that's fine. Small details, they figure it out. Now, commercial residential real estate. They did mention commercial real estate later on. This is something they've been working on for a while. It'll be coming later. Sneak peek of progress on the Oni CSS. They want people to be able to come in, set up shops, and sell stuff in Staratlas. Okay, this is the shops. You should be able to start bidding sooner or later on this. It's coming. It's coming. But my question is, you know, it's like a shopping center. What's the point of owning a shop in a shopping center if there's no people in that shopping center? So at the end of the day, you still need people to be coming to the shopping center. And it's a chicken and egg thing, right? If you got to have the first shop in the shopping center where not many people are there, and then more shops keep coming, which brings more people. So it's a very hard chicken and egg kind of situation. All right. Now, time played progression challenges for on-chain rewards and pets. They are all coming into the commercial real estate build, as well as more 3D game modes, all with Fleet Command, all in pre-season. Very good stuff. Now let's go to season 0. What's going to be the Loki open world, which is the Oster home world. Racing, fighter career, character creation, combat racing. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff that's coming. Now, of course, we do have the DAO. They have made new changes to the DAO. Polis and PvP holders rejoice! Yay! Yay! The token that's got released and nothing happened to it for a very long time, which is also the lifeblood of Staratlas. Don't call me a cynic, man. Leave me alone. I haven't had coffee today. On July 8th, 4 pips are coming, my friends. Okay, the 4 pips. Let's even go to this one. I think Funcracker explained it very well. So let's go here. Pip number 1 lays the groundwork for how proposals work. There we go. For how proposals work, how to create a proposal, discuss it, revise it, how to vote on them. Pip 2 ratifies the operations of the Staratlas Foundation. Pip 3 foundation for council. So that means there's going to be elections for community members, my friends. Who is going to be on the council? We're going to figure out if there's going to be 3 people on the council, 5 people, 7 people. I prefer an odd number because it's just easier to break ties, right? And of course, creating an ecosystem fund. Thank you. I've been waiting for this for a whole long time. an ecosystem fund where hackathons can be granted out, okay, or like grants can be granted out so people can build shit and get paid for the staratlas community. That's the way we should be doing it. It's a community-owned thing, right? Anyway, let's go back here. So there's this stuff. I'm glossing over it now because we'll go through it later. So they're also going to Breakpoint, of course, a hackathon sponsored by the ship manufacturer Ogrica. So team member chats, panels, CPO Danny Floyd is going to be there. Surge tournament, the DAC booths, which are free. So if you are a DAC and you want to go to have a little section at Breakpoint, you will be able to go. And the staratlas IP showcases and a bit more. Ship lending is something they're also working on. I don't know if he said they were internally working on it or it was an outside team. But Michael was very reluctant and he said, oh, it might get in trouble with someone ship financing, right? So at the end of the day, they are still working on it. Front-end development is still in progress, but everything is functional. This is one thing, guys. Like, let me be honest with you, okay? There's a lot of stuff that staratlas say they do and they won't do. This is a very typical example, okay? The ship lending is something that the community have wanted for a very long time, okay? A very long time. For a long time as well, Michael Wagner has been saying, no, it's not going to be us that's doing it. It's going to be someone else, third party, when we have all the ships in the ecosystem, which is what we're here for. We're going to build that. Then other people are going to come in and create their programs, just like Sly or just like, Evi. We're going to create their programs so they can lend the ships. So for a long time, the team has not been working on this, right? Supposedly, the information I have in my head. And now we have here front-end development is still in progress, but everything is functional. Which means they have a functioning, working ship financing, program, or at least set of smart contracts. And now they're doing the front-end development. What? It's like, were you working on it or were you not working on it? There's a lot of this stuff in staratlas. Just for me, it's like, and I know everything's in development, but it's hard to even, for me, myself, it's hard to make content on something because in 6 months, it's going to be invalid, But I guess that's part of the journey, right? I guess that's it. Anyway, it just gets to me a little bit, It just gets to me. Other tech stuff, the free RPC calls was one thing, more reliable Starcom is another thing, they're doing their own solution for Anchor, so it seems like they're just working on a lot. It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm not in their situation. Is it divvying up all of the resources too much? It's like, that old saying, do one thing and do it really, really well, and then you're good for that one thing. This is like, seem like they're doing like 10 things. Okay? And are they really, really good in all 10 things? Hard to argue. Yeah, so that's the town hall, my friends. There's a lot of stuff they did mention. It's just very small recap. Of course, you can go and read in the AFIA newsletter, which is also pretty good. I've highlighted some extra stuff here. Let's go through just quickly, just in case I missed anything. They did hire 11 new people as well, so full-time employees, which is very good. That means Runway is looking a little bit better. We still don't know, but Runway is a bit better. And they're probably anticipating some crew money coming in for the crews, okay? They did a small test with the 10-pack crew that sold out in no time. That was $500,000, okay? That was enough for probably the content, that was enough to pay the new contractors to do the rest of the crew packs. I hope you know it. I hope that makes sense, right? You raise money first, promise something, then you use that money to build that item. Yeah, so hopefully they don't run into issues later on down the road. Yeah. State of the economy was also very important. The economic report is out, right? Something we should cover again. The second report for 2024. GDP grew by 6.24% over quarter two. So very, very good metric. That's actually very good for GDP growth, okay? And then they also talked about more people actually getting involved, or at least playing the game, right? So previously, one of their metrics was the council RFR, which was people going out to craft items to then exchange it for a council RFR to exchange it for Atlas. Now that's in loyalty points, right? And they're saying there's a 300% increase, participation by 300% of people who used to do RFR now doing loyalty points, which means a lot more people are doing loyalty points, nearly 4 times as much people. So that's very, very good, I would say. Pepe, I was supposed to get rid of you a long time ago. I'm getting lazy. Yeah, so they have, free RPC calls, developer stuff that they're doing. Breakpoints, they got a little mock image. Michael's going to give a presentation. This is the Star Atlas Summit, a specific time for Star Atlas on the 21st. First ever Star Atlas conference, 5-star chat with Danny team members, presentations, panels, exhibitions, and special announcements related to the DAO at the conference. So hopefully they've gotten some stuff. Because Dan Park is back now. What's Dan Park going to be doing for the DAO between now and then? Something. What's that going to be? We'll find out. Maybe it's going to be the ratification of all 4 of the pips. We'll see. There's going to be a hackathon. Have a look at some of the crew packs. The legendary thing is like, you can't look at a legendary unless you buy one. So no. Now, one thing for the ships, my friend, the ships actually, the snapshot for the crew for the ships. So listen to this. Sale planning. The snapshot will be taken 2 days before crew packs will go on sale. So you have all the time still to accumulate all the ships you want with the highest crew if you want, okay? Every epic ship, right? That's my plan. Every ship you own will be accounted for, including ones in Score, as well as Sage, as well as Galactic Marketplace. So though, be cautious. If you're using any of your ships outside of these places, like a weird market, escrow market that you and your DAC use or something. I think the last one was the escrow something by the Pirate Guild, I forget. If that's there, they say, oh, we don't know, we may not be able to snapshot you. So yeah, maybe just consider removing it, okay? Just very, very briefly. So that's 2 days before crew packs. And then the next day, 1 day before the sale, will be the airdrops and component bundles. So they're going to time it very, very finely here. And you'll see some more action as it gets close. And of course, I will be there to talk you through all of it. Faction Leader campaign, we talked about that. Roadmap updates, talked about that. No longer 2.2, talked about that. Racing, Surge, Fleet Command, Oni CSS, talked about that. Marketplace, they're doing a new marketplace actually, which is very important, I think. The marketplace is like the lifeblood of the, I think is one of the lifebloods of the entire game, because if there's no liquidity, there's no back and forth. Otherwise, it's super, super solo, and then no, you're done, okay? You can't work with anyone. There's no exchange of value, right? So they're doing, we have V2 right now. If you guys remember, V1 was also pretty rudimentary, very basic. Now we're on V2, we're going to go to V3. What's going to be in V3? Making multiple bids. So what this is you have $500 and you want to put a bid in to buy $200 of that, $500 of that, $300 of this, $200 of that, $500 of that, all using the same capital, which is really, really good. Now, it's good because it brings more liquidity onto the market, but it's like fake liquidity. So like if someone tries to sell everything at once, they're like, oh no, well, because you used your $500 on that market, now that your $500 is taken, your liquidity gets removed from here, removed from here, removed from there. So, and then like spoofing is like fake liquidity. That's the way I understand this, making multiple bids anyway. Support for bundles so that people can buy it, come in, but like use $10 and then buy a whole bunch of stuff in one go. Integrated more APIs so community can access data. Credit cards are directly integrated, which is very good. And historical price charts is also very good. Magic Eden style, that's what we want. Starcom 2 they're working on. Starframe they're working on. Iron Forge they're working on. Solana improvements. Project Galia, which is the video we saw. So I'm going to do a second follow-up video of this video. Ship lending we saw. DAO going out. Q&A. Player profiles, when is account delegation coming? Maybe in Q4, but again, a question for Brett. Michael Wagner wouldn't know at the moment. I have Polis locked in a compromised account. Can I transfer that? It should be resolved at some point, but it's more of a question for Brett. So Michael, obviously not the tech person in this role. He can't answer every question we do have, so which is fine. All right, my friends, I feel like I've talked a lot. That was a big town hall, okay? A lot of stuff has gotten released, so over the next coming week, I'll be digesting that. We're gonna make more videos and talk about this. I want to have a dialogue with you guys. Lastly, I do want to say, help me get to 9,000. I'm so damn close, so damn close. I just keep losing 5. I keep losing 2 or 3 every single day. Star Atlas is a small community. A lot of people already know me in Star Atlas. We're very tight, so yeah, there's not many subscribers to be coming around anyway. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much. Bye.